Okay, welcome. Sorry, that was a terrible intro. Welcome back to the Gauntlet. As you may know, in the last episode I was struggling to come up with the rules. Well, if you weren't sticking around for long, then let me explain to you what the rules are in the Gauntlet. Basically, I cannot repeat any levels, and I must go through each level. If I pick a level, I must stick with it until I beat it. I can die as many times as possible, and I can use anything that I want. I just have to get through it. And I cannot summon anybody. So, without further ado, let's get back into this. Oh yeah, also my schedule for these videos is going to be an episode of Nioh and then an episode of Dark Souls 1. And I'm going to flip between the two until I beat either the Gauntlet in Nioh 2, or I beat Dark Souls 1. I don't think I have the DLCs on Dark Souls 1, so I'll move. Once I'm done with Dark Souls 1, I'll move on to Dark Souls 2, and when I'm done with Nioh 2's Gauntlet, I'll go play Nioh 1, which I haven't streamed at all. Oh yeah. I'm doing side missions first, because unless it's a duel, which I have to do every mission before I move on to the next region. I should have clarified, because God, I wish I had this game on, well, I wish I had a better PC, but also I wish I had this game on PC, because then I wouldn't have to keep it in game mode. I could have it whatever I want, just turn off motion blur. that is literally the only thing that eats my game alive, is like really high textures and motion blur. That's it. That's the only thing that eats my PC alive, except for the Resident Evil 4 remake, because that's meant for PlayStation 5, and PlayStation 5 is an absolute beast. And my gaming PC, with 8 megabytes of memory, or not megabytes, gigabytes of memory, technically, no, it is 8, it is 8. So yeah, I've got 8 gigabytes of memory, and I can't play it, because only 3 are actually available to play games with. It's ridiculously bad. Okay, so the next one I have to collect on those will be the one that I can return to my muscle memory with dodging to key balls. That should just be a mechanic in the game, but whatever. I think I'll start with upgrading these. Or I'll just keep that at 1.0. Oh yeah, dual swords. There we go. We've got that now. Preparation is always key, because if you go in unprepared, or if you don't manage your stuff before you're prepared, then you're just gonna eat shit. Right, it's not circle to dodge. I just got done playing Bloodborne, sorry. I didn't play much of it, because it was an explanation video more so than anything. That's why I rock agility, or brute, because Phantom requires you to wait for them to be able to hit you to counter them. Which, with the axe people, it's not one of... With people in general, they go to grab you, they don't go to swing at you. If they miss their grab, the swing will still act like it's a swing. Ah, fuck this. Oh yeah, he should have an item for me, and I can't get it again later. Oh yeah, and I'm not... So my plan is... I'm gonna try to find Kodama, and I should always check to see if there are Kodama in the level. If I find at least one Kodama, and I haven't checked if there are Kodama, then I will find as many Kodama as possible until I am able to find them all. Yeah, there we go. NPCs should always have either an item or offer their assistance, or just talk to you, depending on the mission. But more often than not, they're gonna have an item for you, if they don't offer their assistance. I'm glad I didn't play much Bloodborne, because then I can keep my Nioh too. Oh, this is gonna be hell for me, switching between Nioh 2 and Dark Souls 1. Then again, it's hell for me switching any games, so it's whatever. At least I'm not holding down R2 to sprint like with Bloodborne. Didn't want him using his burst, because I don't remember if I had enough to counter him or not. And if I don't, that means I'm dead. Okay, up there should be where the boss area is. Or no, up there is, okay. Nice roll. Fuck, that's what I didn't want to happen. Can't English. Seriously though, that was either mistimed of me or whatever. It's my first death anyway. Oh, yep, there are Kodama on this mission. Yeah, the only region that should have no Kodama in it is the final region. I'm not talking about the DLC, because the DLCs have their own Kodama. Oh my god, can you headshot him, please? Trying to compensate for how close he is to me, but it just doesn't work. It goes over his head every time. God damn. Yaruna, whatever the fuck that means. You're dead now, is what I'm going to say. But I'm not gonna say it in Japanese, because I don't know how to say it in Japanese. I just hear that Garuna all the time. I think it's them taunting me, but I don't know. Is that the best you can do? It's just Cloud from Kingdom Hearts. Is that the best you can do? As he's fucking dashing through the fucking fabric of reality itself. Just non-stop spam. Did that guy always have a spear? I think so. Oh, fuck off. I also hate how this game isn't very dodge oriented. It's like, hey, you should block. And you shouldn't tell me how to play the fucking game. Even though you are the game. I blocked that last one. And don't sit there and say, well, it's like Dark Souls hit stun. There is no fucking hit stun. Did it? Wait. Let's play that back. I didn't run out of stamina, so I don't know what the fuck happened. I did not run out of stamina, so I should have been able to block. But apparently not, because I don't fucking know. When I block the whole time, I'll just headshot you with a fucking spear. That's what I get for taking another path. One I'm not familiar with. Buh. Take this, dick bag. You bag of dicks. Ay, ay, ay. So annoying. Whenever you can disassemble them that easily with just one weapon. AKA the bow. My aim couldn't be worse. Except it could be. Should be putting on better armor though. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna run into sets again for a while. Yeah, I have to re-favorite the items. It's all part of the challenge. Not really a challenge, just setting stuff. It's just, I don't know, tedious. First samurai. Okay, no, that's not the best anymore. Even though I can't have the abilities on it, I'm still gonna equip it for better defense. Key pulse recovery, though. I guess, yeah, the only thing I really need out of the first samurai is guard key recovery. Just 2 pieces. Alright, there we go. That should help. Has wide sweeping attacks. What can't I do? Hit more than one target unless they're directly next to each other. Sheesh. So that's how sheesh was used originally, and now people have the sheesh. Which is the replacement for dude. Dude. Like, dude, that was awesome. I forget, do I have a counter? I do / don't? Like, what even is this? Is it like a guard break? What's that supposed to do? I'm guessing it's dual swords. Okay, you're just supposed to do it after they hit you. Okay. So not only does it consume more ki for you, but it just consumes more ki for you. I mean, if you're in high stance, you might as well just go for an attack, which gets 2 hits in instead of just 1. Alright, I have not found all the Kodama. Really? That's where you put your bowman? Right next to a corner? I'd understand if it is like so sneaky that I just ran past him, but not whenever the game does that as you've been discovered. Like, maybe if I was coming from the direction that was... that he was facing, but, like, come on. That is the worst place to put an archer. I also like how whenever they have a torch and they swing it like, you know, nonchalant, it has more poise than me trying to cut them open with a sword. And I think I don't like about Nioh 2's inventory is that you can't have infinite spaces. But, I mean, it's whatever. It's probably like a byte of data. Well, not 1 byte of data, but it's probably like 100 bytes of data per weapon, or something like that. Which, having infinite would probably overload the servers. But again, what do I know? I don't know anything about making a game. I only know how to make model. Well, yeah, I only know how to make a model. I'm shit at animations, though. Unless there's like an easy way to do it. Oh yeah, these guys are like Amrita pools. Again, not sure what's giving me the health back. Ah, lovely. Oh yeah, I didn't get all the Kodama. I mean, there's always Dream of the Strong, but still. Oh, come on! No. I can't break anything else. My brain just went out. Alright, time to fight the boss instead of, you know, searching for the possibly final Kodama. Alright, well now I can no longer return to that mission because I completed it. Yeah. Can't really do much of anything else until I do this mission. Because this mission unlocks the blacksmith. You know what game I really miss? Ninja Gaiden Sigma. The combat in that was... I mean, to be fair, defensively, it was... You know, it took a lot of skill to be good at evading and shit, but it still felt better. Actually, I think the evasion was just bad because of the static camera. More than anything. It wasn't bad, it was just hard to do because you couldn't tell what the enemies were doing unless you had, like, the perfect camera angle, which that game had set camera angles, I think. I don't entirely remember because it's been, like, half of my life since I played that game last, but I really enjoyed playing the game even as a kid. And I feel like it should be brought back in multiplayer. This does not capture the same essence as Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Next time wear a helmet. Maybe you won't get one shot. Don't get me wrong, I like Nioh, but It's not the same. Damage fell off. This is like, they wanted Ninja Gaiden Sigma to feel like Dark Souls. That's exactly what this is. That's what Nioh pretty much is. And I guess Wulong as well. Assuming it's the same as Nioh in terms of combat. Because, like, it doesn't really feel like Dark Souls, and it also doesn't really feel like Ninja Gaiden Sigma. It just feels like a combination of the two. Which, it really slows down the pace of the combat. I forget if Ninja Gaiden Sigma had a stamina bar or not. I don't think it did. I knew, like, your guard could get broken after a while of taking hits, but that wasn't because of stamina. Which, this game would definitely be better off without stamina. Except for, like, you know, the infinite weapon abilities, but again, you could just limit how long you can hold those down for. Either that or make it consume anima, because anima is a thing. It's there. But again, they just made it like it was Dark Souls plus Ninja Gaiden instead of just Ninja Gaiden, but multiplayer, because that would be fucking awesome. Well, there's no guy here, because it's not Dream the Nioh. Ooh, purple longbow. And it's level 12. Good. I am glad that Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 had multiplayer, though. But I never got to experience it because the servers were down whenever I get my own copy of it. Yeah, I'll keep what I have on. Those stats don't really fit me right now. And I'm not going to do an unscathed build. I don't think I ever will. Because that requires you to not be touched at all in terms of HP. I mean, they could still incorporate their bows and their guns. Did he fall on somebody? Maybe? Oh, that guy's dead now. Oh, that was a mistake, dropping down here. Right, I was too close. Oh, he caught me. That's what I mean by, like, sometimes the AI likes to play chess with me. Well, that's exactly the situation that it does that in. Is like, oh, I'm gonna hit them while they land. As they hit my friend who's farther away, which I probably should have gone for the guy that was closer, but, I mean... my brain doesn't think until after the fact. I also don't like how this game doesn't reward you for evading attacks. And it doesn't even reward you for blocking them, because most enemies later on end up taking all of your ki in one hit. Shit, that wasn't gonna work anyway. Yeah, no. There's like no range on that. Without charge. I don't like how they can spam that. That's another thing I don't like. The fact they can spam their "I'm almost dead" move. And it's a grab too, so I mean, of course it's gonna one-shot. $90 versus... way more than 90, okay. See, it has range when you charge it, but if you don't charge it, it's not gonna have range. I think you should be able to move with it. Is there a Kodama up here? There probably is. Either that or it's one that I'm hearing that's below. Yeah, it's the one that's below. Should be like... Yep, there he is. Okay, so if I kill one of them, they're just gonna all come after me. Ow. Oh yeah, guess what you could do in Ninja Gaiden Sigma? You could actually jump, and you could also jump dash through people. And my aim sucks. Nice aim. You hit the building. Alright, let's backtrack. None of you followed me. Okay. I was expecting somebody to follow me. That's right, because they like to walk back instead. Here they come. Oh no, it's the box in your way. Okay, they lost aggro. Oh, fuck's sake, I'm aiming for his sword, aren't I? I also don't like how it has hyper armor. Like, you can hit him with a fucking hammer, which is technically a great hammer, if you were playing Dark Souls. And, like, they would still just poise through that shit and be like, nope, I'm still grabbing you. Because, I mean, I know you're supposed to burst counter it, but still. They didn't have that shit in Nioh 1. Just because burst counters exist doesn't mean they should have it in Nioh 2 either. But, I mean, it's here, so... It's another minor thing to deal with. Which, it only really becomes a problem in later levels whenever you're being distracted by, say, a yokai or some shit. Something you can't stagger easily to deal with the other motherfucker. Also, if you don't see them do it, then they're probably gonna get a bonus on you. Even though it does enough damage as is. Oh, fuck's sake. What I get for trying to play this with a bow. Even though the bow does the most damage here. There you are. Shut. I could probably go back and level up, but I don't want to reset anybody as well. Even though I did run out of arrows. Like, seriously, how did I not have time enough to block before that torch hit me? I put it up as he was throwing it. It would also be nice if they had, like, variants in their yokai abilities. Say with this Enki one, for instance. The Enki itself has two versions of it. One for when the player's up close and one for when they're at range. So why can't our Enki ability have the up-close version if the enemy's close enough? But then it would be good for whenever you're landing. Again, just when you look at the finer details of certain games that are really popular or have these teams done for them, it's just like, why didn't you do this? I mean, I get deadlines, but like, if deadlines weren't an excuse, then what would it be? It'd probably just be, we didn't think of that, or something. That's why I use the Switchclave on bigger enemies, even though its moveset is ass right now. I guess I should be saying trash, but I mean, I kind of feel like trash is more offensive than ass at this point. But, I mean, again, trash isn't offensive anyway. I think I just... Okay, cool. Why was I in low stance? I like how I have more stamina than I have health. It's like Bloodborne when you're in co-op. Or when you're the cooperator, I should say. Yeah, I should level up, since I'm not going back there. Because I should be able to find... I think the main missions are the ones I've pretty much memorized where the Kodama are. Then again, I probably missed one saying that. So yeah, any Kodama I missed in the side mission... God damn it. I was trying to sprint. I mentioned Bloodborne, my muscle memory is like, ooh, circle to sprint, right? No. Evade all incoming attacks during recovery speed. Oh, okay. So that's now unlocked. Good. That one's okay, minus the fact it takes a while for you to even start the attack. And by a while, I mean like a few frames, because, well... In Nioh 2, that's a while. Just like in Dark Souls, it would be a while. Triangle at the end of the combo versus this one. Yeah, I'll take this one. But that's low stance, so that'll be against yokai. God, I have to do it for each one individually instead of it just counting for the entire weapon. Seriously, I don't know why somebody thought it was a really good idea for a huge wind-up attack. Like, come on. Like, I get for the abilities that charge, but why all the other attacks that just require a button press? Like, holding it down, yeah, I understand, because you're charging it up. But if you're not holding it down, then why? Oh wow, look, the game's giving me advice on something I've already done 50 times already. Cool. No. Oh, nice. Got the smithing text from them. 911, what's your emergency? I'd like to report a robbery. This RNG is trash. Ow. I forgot Gaki do that in the Shadow Realm. Fantastic. Paralysis is already annoying just from being staggered for a long period of time. But why does it also have to do critical damage whenever you're paralyzed? Like anything touches you, a fly sneezes on you, and you take shit tons of damage, more so than normal, and you already take shit tons of damage normally. It's just a recipe for disaster. It's like chocolate steak. A terrible combo you should never cook. Like chocolate on the side, yeah, sure, that's good. But cooking chocolate on steak is a terrible idea. There I go, having a tangent about chocolate on steak while cooking it. I also don't like effects whenever they are still active when the enemy's dead, but I mean it makes sense more so than it dissipating when they die. Minus the fact that it's energy. It makes sense, and it also doesn't make sense. I'm just complaining about everything because my brain is currently in autopilot mode, where all it does for commentary is pick apart the game instead of commentating. The reason, what I mean by it punishes you for evading is whenever you get hit and you try to evade the next attack. And, shit, god damn my ADHD. Literally just like, squirrel, you know? I don't actually know if I have ADHD, but I'm just gonna assume that I do, and I'm not gonna take any meds for it, because I might not. Could be something else entirely, which is why I'm not gonna take meds for it unless I'm actually diagnosed with it. But anyway, whenever you try to avoid the next attack by dodging it, you're just gonna get criticaled instead of just, you know, if you block, you'll be able to block all the damage. Also, fall damage in this game isn't very forgiving, but nor is it in Dark Souls 1. I don't actually remember which Dark Souls game has the least. Yeah, I know Dark Souls 3 has very forgiving fall damage compared to Dark Souls 1. You know what I mean? Well, they can just spam their grab. It's annoying because you can't even burst counter these grabs. Why am I on high stance? I mean, it's only really annoying when there are 3 of them in a small enclosed space, which isn't as small as most of the enclosed spaces I get grabbed in. As a mimic. Hello. People that attack the mimics are just out for blood. Either that or they took way too long in trying to guess the emote. Which, if you don't know, Mimics will do an emote that you have in your first 9 slots. And you can move your emotes around. Like, they choose from these 9. They don't go any farther down than that. Unless, of course, you're a cooperator and you're trying to guess the emote, which I don't know why you're trying to do that when you're the cooperator, but whatever. Hi. I mean, I could see this as overrated, but at the same time, it's not as popular as Dark Souls, so I don't really see how it could be overrated. But I'm sure there are people out there that are just, like, talking their ass off about how good the game is. I mean, it's a good game, don't get me wrong, but it does have its problems. Which my brain focuses on nothing but the problems whenever I'm on autopilot. Like this collision box, for instance. There's nothing there, and I'm still colliding with something. The stub of fence. I doubt everyone is saying that, but I'm sure there's a lot of people saying that. It's not, like, there's a lot of people that say X game is the best game ever. I mean, that'll die out whenever a game like Wulong comes out, or Nioh 3. Which Wulong has come out. Nioh 1 is far worse than Nioh 2 in my opinion. Like, that game... It's okay, it's not far worse, but my god, you go into Dream of the Strong and everything starts eating you alive. And like the Amrita that you get from Dream of the Strong is ass. Nioh 2 is a definite upgrade from Nioh 1. I have not played Sekiro, so I cannot comment. I've seen combat, it's just very parry heavy. Which is fine. I mean, that reminds me of other games from the past. Let's just start by rarity, there we go. And give you one of these. I think Sekiro is like the only Souls game I haven't played, except for like those really old school ones. Thank you for the Summoner's Candle. Right, I don't have any ammo, anyway. So it's like Ninja Gaiden Sigma, compared to Nioh. Just like Sekiro is strong compared to Dark Souls. I mean, I get that a lot, because Ninja Gaiden Sigma is far harder than this game, in my opinion. Because its combat is more agility based than tank, or like later on in, say, Dream of Nioh. Oh, you just one-shot everything, you'll be able to make it through. But if you get hit, you're fucking dead. Like, that's not challenging, that's really annoying. Because, like, you can have 11,000 defense. The moment you go into co-op, that's cut in half, literally. It's really annoying when trying to help somebody. Not to mention, Depths of the Underworld treats 11,000 defense like 11 defense. I guess what I mean to say, in Nioh 2, you feel like you're always underleveled. In Ninja Gaiden, shit just kicks your ass. If it has, like... I mean, to be fair, Ninja Gaiden is also more fun for me, because the combat flows way better than this. Because I don't have to worry about stamina. You can jump, dash, and shit. There's something they should have kept in their combat, but they completely removed. Yeah, blocking is pretty much useless in these games, period. Except for the fact that they're like, oh, if you wanna evade, or if you wanna block an attack after you get hit, you can do that, but if you try to evade, you get crit. It is ridiculous. I'm just gonna do this. I don't feel like holding the block button because of my paranoid ass. I remember that guy kicking my ass the first time I played. Like, Nioh 1 makes more sense than Nioh 2 blocking, because everything in Nioh 2, you get hit, your stamina goes down. Like, you don't even have to block for your stamina to go down. It's ridiculous. Yeah. But, like, the problem with that is, if you have no key because they've been hitting you, and you go to block, they're gonna break your guard, and then you're gonna be staggered for even longer. It's ridiculous. This game is literally one-shot the enemy or get one-shot. In later levels, like Dream of the Nioh and Depths of the Underworld and shit like that. Either that or go for a critical build. Or, as most people do, at least what I've seen, is they go for the Game Shark shit. Where they tweak their gear stats. Or the Save Wizard, sorry. It's not the best in the game, but it is pretty good. It's good for doing key damage. Let's see here. Yeah, Mezuki's, but that's not as good as Gozuki's. I did kill Gozuki, but I didn't get his soul cure. Which means it's gonna have to wait until I encounter another Gozuki. Because this is the Gauntlet, I can't go back and grind a mission. Basically, I just can't grind missions or go back to them. Yeah, Gozuki's is pretty good, though. So is the Onraiki's, but the Onraiki's is mainly for the stat, but also because of the insane damage. But they have to be, like, right up against you. For all of it to go through, anyway. Okay, I do have arrows now, thank goodness. Wow, he just straight up missed. Just like me! There we go. Because, like, when it's red, it auto-aims to their head. But when it's white, you gotta aim for yourself. Okay. That's a lot better than what I was thinking, because I thought, you know, it'd be the final area. Or second final area, not the final one. Because you find him again at, I forget the name of the place, but it's after you die and then you come back and it's like the first main mission. That one I know they're in. But at least I got Mezuki's. At least. Because if I didn't get his, then I'd just be stuck with... that's right, these ones have grenades! Because, why not? Because there's not enough things in this place to set you on fire. Oh, you're talking about that side mission. Okay. Yeah, there are a couple side missions like that. I guess I could grind the scrolls, because they only have a limited amount of times you can go into them. I mean, it gets boring after a while, but initially it is pretty fun. But, I mean, I do wish side missions did have more variety and, like, you know, specific maps to side missions, not just cutting off parts of the main map to make it a side mission. Like, I understand going back and getting something in the main mission as a side mission, but not whenever everything in the side missions is based off of one of the main missions maps. Like, you have how much budget and you don't use it? Like, they used it on graphics. That's where all the budget went, was graphics. I say as I get cleaved in half because this yokai is angry that I even suggest such a thing. Nope, not first. First on this character, though. Because remember, this is the Gauntlet of Nioh 2. This is my Gauntlet, which pretty much I can only go through a level once, and I can't go back to it ever. Unless it's on, like, Dream of the Strong or something. Oh, hey, I got it first try. I do need to collect these, so fuck it. I mean, it's free regen anyway, why not? It's kind of a waste of time. Because it locks you for quite a while after you're done. Mainly because I have to re-equip everything, because it unequips everything. You lose all your stats and everything. Yeah, too early. Too early again. That's right, I'm on low stance. There we are. I'll thank me later. Or I won't because I just wasted a bunch of arrows on them. We'll see. I'm surprised that reached. Alright, starting off with a grab. Cool. Whoops. Let me do that. So now I'll just get the treasure first, and then I'll drop in on him. I know. Not to mention they get hyper armor. Kind of wish it was like a fighting game where you go for a grab and your opponent's ready. They can just jab you and interrupt you. But you can't do that in this game because it's an action RPG. They gotta make everything more difficult than it has to be. I mean, I get the bigger guys, but why does everything's grab have to have hyper armor? Either that, or make it to where they have to have specific conditions, such as breaking your key or something. Or breaking your guard like that. Not from Nioh, but I fought, the Hayabusa in this one. In Nioh 2. It's basically like going up against the main character from Ninja Gaiden Sigma. Except, you know, he's nerfed. For obvious reasons, because your character is way lower than his moveset, I should say. I like how I said skill. Yeah, it basically, if your character had that moveset for the entire game, you would be set. But you don't get that, because that's old game. Now, hopefully they come out with another Ninja Gaiden game, because that would be hella nice to play. I was gonna say hella hype to play, but my brain decided to not do that for some reason. It is a pretty hard boss fight, but it's not one of the hardest. You got shit like Lightning Gods of Yomi and the Nioh Tengu that are harder than that. I fought the Nioh Tengu in one of the underworld levels, and that was an like, she one-shot you with pretty much every move. Oh, sorry, did I speak too loudly? Ow, ow. Oh, I died to fall damage. Lovely. Am I reading that correctly? Okay, no, I was not reading that correctly. I don't think he's called Jin in Nioh 2. Yeah, I mean, Nioh Tengu, there's a lot of shit in this game that has insta one-shot bullshit. Brain can't think for itself, so it has to come up with a swear word to fill it. The gap. I need to stop doing that. Yeah, in my opinion, Bloodborne is more challenging than Nioh 2. But that's because your player character gets more and still gets their ass kicked. In this, it's just like, your player is handed shit, and you're meant to play the game with a shitty moveset. While the enemies get really powerful ones. And can pretty much one-shot most of your ki. Also, I'm glad fire doesn't one-tap you anymore, like it used to. In Nioh 1. Nioh 1, you touch the flames for like 3 seconds and you're dead. By 3 seconds, I mean 2. Thanks for the grab. Oh my god, how did that miss? It went right through him. Jeez. That was some shit right there. Okay, so these guys don't get hyper armor in their grabs, but everything else does. Nice to know. Probably because these are the only humans, proportioned enemies besides skeletons. Oh, sorry, it's not a yokai anymore. Cause it's not Dream of the Nioh. Oh my, you hit the wall. Fantastic. Why can't I get the ground pound? I also think anima should build faster, like you should get 0.1 a hit instead of 0.1 every 2 hits. It's ridiculous. You're getting 0.05 a hit instead. And you can't even see the 0.05 until it turns into a 0.01. Now this fucker's back. Of course I'm not gonna thank me later because I'm gonna die. And then the enemy is gonna be back anyway. God, the problem I have with Dark Souls 3 and this game is the key recovery. It is way too slow. Or should I say stamina recovery? I'm a Dragon Ball fan, and key means what you use for your abilities instead of what you use to swing with, like in Dark Souls. So I'm just gonna call it stamina because fucking why not? I already know the Enenra is gonna kick my ass. I will level up my other stats. I'm just keeping them at half the level as my main stats. For obvious reasons, because level cost goes up to 3 billion in the future. And if I keep everything even, it's gonna not work because everything is gonna be 99 instead of 200. Here we go. I had enough to level up again, damn it. Whatever. I have a summoner's candle, it'll be fine. Shibata Katsui is... He's not the hardest for me, but he's the funnest for me, because he's the most balanced boss. He's not like other bosses that are just like, I'm just gonna hold my wing up the entire time, and if you hit it, I'm gonna counter you. And you have to wait till my phase 2 to actually start doing damage to me. He is extremely fun to fight. And Enra's gonna kick my ass because I do 50 damage a hit. And I'm gonna run out of heals before I kill him, or he's gonna one-tap me. We'll see. Yep, see, punished for trying to dodge. And I don't have any anima, damn it. There we go. Yes, that guy. That guy's the most annoying to fight. He's not the hardest, but he's the most annoying. You see, punished for trying to dodge because you get like 5 iframes, maybe less, at the beginning of it. I tried to counter. It even took the anima from me to counter. There we go. I'm under-leveled for this, but I can't grind, so whatever. Ah, your spelling's fine. I fuck up my spelling all the time. Yeah, I can just take the direct route this time. Oh yeah, I can grab this item now. Oh yeah, I gotta go underground first. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta extinguish it first. Alright, one moment. I almost forgot about an entire area that'll possibly get me more levels. Actually, let's... Ah, great. Farming is ridiculous. It's almost like blood gems in Bloodborne. That's how bad farming for anything in this game is. Like getting a specific blood gem, I should say, not just getting random ones. It's like trying to get regen blood gems. And the max regen in the game, I think, is like 5 a second. Well, I've seen 8 a second, so maybe max is like 20 a second. For all I know, it's like 32 a second is the max. Because that game loves... 32 is like the maximum. I forget who that boss is, actually. It's either because I've purged them from my memory or because of something else. Alright, I guess I'll use consumables first. And then I'll go use the summoner's candle. Then I'll level up, then we'll go downstairs. Or should I say down ladders? Alright, summoner's candle. I'll sort by type, thank you. I love the gauntlets in Nioh 1 and Dream of the Strong when you're like level 100, where they throw 3 bosses at you in a row and you have like no healing left after the second one. Because the first one had like a really cheesy move that they would spam. And yes, I'm talking about Ogress. Why am I going up? I'm supposed to be going... Actually, yeah, I gotta go up to extinguish the flames so I can go down without taking burn damage. This is what I mean by autopilot. Like, I don't know what I'm doing until I'm, like, paying attention. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing that. I guess that's the skeleton above me that's aggroing? Yep, okay, cool. Like, there are some bosses in Nioh 1 that I miss, but there are other bosses in Nioh 1 that I just do not wish to see ever again. Which I'm glad I never got to see again. The Nioh is a very fun fight for me in Nioh 2. In Nioh 1, it is actually better in Nioh 1. Because it doesn't have half of its moveset removed. Sorry, I'm going the wrong way. It's actually more risky going for hits on the Nioh in Nioh 1 than it is for Nioh 2. Not to mention you get burst counters in Nioh 2, which make the fight way easier. Why didn't I kick this down the first time I was up here? I'm gonna die. I gotta remember, I'm not like 6,000 HP. I'm only at like not even 1,000 yet. I like how most of my deaths have been to fall damage of all things. Probably not total, but in this episode, definitely. Not episode, but you know what I mean. Of course, I'm not going the wrong way because I'm trying to recover my shit first. Come on, focus, brain. I'm also slouching, which isn't fun for circulation. At least I distracted the big one for a little bit. Ow, never mind. You just take a claw to the face, it's fine. Yeah, we're supposed to drop here first, then we drop down. Thank you, camera, for snapping your neck instead of just staying where you were. Yeah. Just the camera was like... Actually, it was like... It's like, alright then, calm down, motherfucker. It's not that serious. I'm probably gonna die to this thing, so I'm gonna open this up here. Oh, there's just treasure there, god damn it. I need to stop falling down ladders. I don't have 6,000 health like I used to. I wish I could turn avoid walls off. Because that's starting to get annoying. Actually, what was it? Guard key recovery. Oh, okay, that's just key recovery while I'm blocking. That's not actually in general, which it would be nice if it was, but it's not. Trying to keep my stuff under 70 because, well, we all know what happens above 70%. I can't roll for shit, or dodge for shit. Yeah, life is pain. Don't have a fire Amamari. Nice. I could put damage taken minus. I know I don't have any ninjutsus right now, but I will in the future. Maybe. Excuse me. Never mind, I won't die to him because I'll just counter his ass. Because burst counters are a thing. Alright. Now hopefully we got better weapons, because if we didn't, I'm still in trouble. Melee damage versus yokai is going to be better, plus if I get the familiarity up with that, it'll be better. Kind of wondering if I should switch to the spear or the sword, but I'm not going to because those aren't the stats I'm optimizing right now. Better longbow, don't mind if I do. Same defense, lighter weight, I'll take it. I will say my least favorite Dark Souls game is Dark Souls 3. Mainly just because the player character is too slow for what the game is offering in attack speed. It is such a headache to try and play. Especially in the DLC when you have shit like Ringed Knights and Dark Eater. Well, Midir's not that bad, but Slave Knight Gale is one hell of a... I gotta dodge, otherwise I'm going to get bit slapped for 2,000 damage. Oh, I'm out of stamina? Well, shit, I'm dead. Okay, it's not like that unless you're like under-leveled or some shit, which I was under-leveled, but I was just leveled enough to not get one-tapped by him. What do you mean, like who? Did the audio not go through? Or is that a message that took like forever to come through? But if it was a message from earlier, then the lady that's actually a spider, the ogress, and then I forget the other one that was in that trio, but they were one hell of a... Yeah, ogress, the spider that literally had all defense except for on their abdomen. Fighting that solo is a pain in the ass. Fighting it with friends, though, is no problem. Well, friends. I should probably just say randoms, but nobody really plays that game on Dream of the Strong anymore. So it's really hard to find support on that game on Dream of the Strong. So you kind of just have to go through solo. I forget what I was doing at the shrine. There are also a few others, but I don't remember their names. Yeah, again, the spider can be pretty easy, but not when they're right after an ogress and they do like 95% of your health per hit. Like, I got past the spider and then I had to fight, I forget who, because I didn't get to fight them very often. Oh, yeah, it was the fucking cat. Right. I got to see that. I think we got to see the cat again, which is fine. Oh, the Hydra. I actually forget that boss. Unless it's a DLC boss, in which case I would never fought that boss. Because Nioh 1 is the only Nioh game I don't have the DLC of. The White Tiger. Your messages take a while to come through, by the way. Nioh is fun. White Tiger after Ogress and the Spider Lady was like, I had no healing and the fucker one-shot me. Almost. I needed my spirit weapon to beat him, and even then, that only got him down to half health. Like, it was in Dream of the Strong, which is why I'm like, I'm glad I never got to see that fight again. Because there's nobody in Dream of the Strong in Nioh 1 that's gonna help you. Alright, second or third try, maybe? I forget, actually. Not bad for not grinding. Nioh was fun, but the only reason why he was a nightmare at first was because of my level. I am dead. Once I got New's moveset down, though, it was a really fun fight. I'm skipping these cutscenes because I've seen them like 30 times at least. Because I help other people out on this game. I've helped a lot of people on this game. Alright, we have another side mission unlocked, so we can go do that. Way of the Warrior's been unlocked. Titles have been unlocked. You basically unlock everything after the second mission. Well, not everything, because you still have the DLCs to unlock at the end of the story, but still. I just need that one, and then we'll have the trio done. Even though it should only really be under one. Alright, well, we need that. A backstab. Because I'm a filthy spy main. I'm not a spy main, but he's the one I perform best with on Team Fortress 2. I do like me lightning. Okay, we need to do away with the... what ability did I want from this? Or was it in medium stance? Oh, firm resolve. Okay, that's what I wanted from it, but I'm not going to be able to get that until Way of the Warrior Advanced, I think. Also, the dojo levels up as your dream gets stronger. So say you're on like Dream the Nioh, that'll be stronger than... I don't need to view these. That'll be stronger than Dream the Samurai by like a landslide. Don't need to discover those. Focus brain. Dojo. Sword key, okay. That's not sword key. Um... Oh, do they have sort of meditation active because they want you to... Okay, there we go. Alright, it should be sword keys, what the hell? Oh, maybe that was high stance. Yep, it was high stance. Alright, I'll be medium stance. Yeah, Kelly was pretty fun to fight. So was Nobunaga. There were a lot of good fights in Nioh 1, but once Dream of the Strong came around, all those really good fights turned into nightmares. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them. Well, okay, so the really good fights were still really good, but the annoying fights were the ones that turned into nightmares. Sorry. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Nobunaga. Oh my god, 16? Jeez. The White Hunters. Is that a name I should remember? Hydra. I'm sorry, but those aren't really ringing a bell for me. It could just be because I haven't played in a few months since, Oh, okay. Yeah, is that like a DLC boss in Nioh 1? Because if so, then that would be what? Oh no, the final boss. Okay, yeah, I remember that now. Yeah, the final boss was pretty hard. But that was mainly due to me being underleveled. Because getting any anima in that game was a slow journey. Ow. Thanks to the anima, though. I'm gonna say Amrita, not anima. Now, I usually grind this mission, but I can't do that, seeing as how it's the Gauntlet. Oh yeah, 100 Eyes was another fun one. So you sidestep at that time, asshole. There are more fun fights in this game, like Tokushiro 2, Kasha, and Gozuki's another fun one. It'd be funny if I was just slammed for saying that. He's a slow one, but he's still kind of fun. Mainly because he's consistent. Yeah, I wait to transform into Yokai Shift whenever they summon the Yokai Realm, because then my abilities are boosted. Not only in damage, but they also have some kind of special effects depending on which one it is. I see, my internet is dropping. Yay. I thought that was just 720p coming out. I don't know why the PlayStation 4 can't stream 1040, or 1080, sorry. Or is it 1040? In that mission, yeah, he does. Also in, like, I think it starts at Dream of the Strong. I could be wrong, and it starts at Dream of the Demon, but the very first main mission on Dream of the Demon, I'm gonna assume, is where it starts, is when he's in a Yokai Realm, but he doesn't summon it, or Dark Realm, whatever. Honestly, they do the same thing. I just can't get my, Ooh, oh, that's the next one. Yeah, Mezuki in the main story summons a Yokai Realm. Or a Dark Realm. I, again, forget which is which, but honestly, it doesn't really matter, seeing as how they do the same thing. One's just dispersible. I might actually have to sacrifice max anima to get elemental damage taken. That'll be fine. Okay, it's just those. Oh yeah, the hidden tea house. How could I forget? Alright. We'll do the next side mission, and then we'll continue on with the main story. I think whenever I'm done with this region, I'll stop and then start a Dark Souls run. And I'll probably kill 1 or 2 bosses in Dark Souls 1. And then come back to Nioh too. Because I want to do 2 games at once and not just 1 game at a time. Because that's what I was doing last week, is I was doing 1 game at a time. And I'm a bit late at starting in this week. Ow. Okay, that didn't even guard. I guess I did it too early. Okay, I do see why that ability is useful, but whenever you get a counter, you might also just counter. Finishing novice. The last time I got that achievement was probably 2 years ago. Maybe 1 year ago. I actually forget. Hardest boss in Nioh 2? That's a hard question to answer. Mainly because I have to look at the ones that are gimmicky and the ones that aren't gimmicky. I think non-gimmick would be the bull, or not the bull, but the boar. The boss who's a boar. That happens in that place that's burning down to the ground. On Shibita Katsui, I think is his name. Again, it's been way too long since I've played this game in terms of my other character, which has everything pretty much done. But not really. Because I still have to worry about Dream of the Nioh and shit. Well, the side quests in Dream of the Nioh. How about no? gimmicky though, I'd have to say the toughest or the strongest humanoid would have to be the guy with the wing because he's just really fucking annoying. Ah, shit, I forget those yokai. The one with the... Well, the enemy I'm thinking about is the toads from Final Fantasy 15, but that's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about comrades. I've yet to continue streaming the actual Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, don't even block it. Just stand there and take it. Oh, those Onyundos, or whatever they're called. The guy with the elemental fists users that can also slap you with their tongue. Yeah, those guys are hard to stagger or flinch. My weakness is fucking Fuki, the guy with the fucking cannon. Don't bite my hand. Ow. Oh, did you just get your key back? Well, too bad. God, I'd have to fight everything again to tell you which one is my least favorite to fight, aka the hardest one for me to fight. Because usually, you know, there's some of them that are annoying that are, like, you can put them down rather quickly compared to others that are really difficult to fight because it also has to depend on, like, what they're matched up with to fight you against. Oh god, yeah. Wait, I forgot. That's not the hold on kind of wait, that's the other kind of wait. The wait kind of wait. As if you didn't already know what I was talking about. Dumbass brain. Okay, finally, a better switchglaive. Yes, I know about those kinds of weapons. I am not a nub, but if I were, then that would actually be useful. My question is how did this guy not aggro me while I was fighting the yokai? On my screen I saw 49, but let me refresh. Hey, nice. Thank you. If you are the one that subscribed. Thank you. I finally, after, like, 4 or 6 years? Man, the pandemic really just sucked away 2 years of my life. No longer remember. It's between 4 and 6 years. I finally have 50 subscribers. I've had, like, 20 for the longest time. I've more than doubled it in this year alone. Ooh, nice. That wasn't meant to track him, but it did. Well, not track him, but track where he was going to go. I'm glad YouTube is actually recommending more of my stuff, but I'm also not glad because I don't have an editing software yet. Which I'll probably have to look up ones that are free to download and use for now. Okay, we got the backstab. Nice. Yeah, I know. It's ridiculous. I wish they could just have long-sleeved without the extra longs, or like the wizard arms, but these are like extra long wizard arms. It's ridiculous. Like Merlin from Disney. No, seriously though, like, even the hat kind of reminds, like, some of the hats in this game remind me of Merlin from Disney. There's not a proper wizard's hat, it's just a cone that's, like, made of cloth that has, like, a... That's it. In this game, it's not made of cloth, it's, like, made of wood or some shit, but still, it looks exactly the same. Minus it doesn't have a little squiggly at the top. That shit looks like it comes out of a Disney movie. Especially the physics of it, I mean, come on. I zoomed in on accident. Like, I'm in torch throwing distance of you, and you choose to pull out your gun instead of pursuing me. Huh? Bro, you are the most unaware NPC in this game. I was about to say the most unaware I've ever seen, but that would be false, because I've seen guys who literally witnessed their friends die in front of their eyes, and they're just like, completely, like, their guard is not up. They're just like, yeah, that's normal. Just another day in reality. You know how it is. Ow. Oh my god. I do have Hollow Knight. I'll probably start a playthrough on it one of these days. Probably when I'm done with Nioh 1. Or I might not even play Nioh 1 again. But then again, like, I don't have a single video of Nioh 1 on my channel, so, like, I've played the game, I better have something on my channel about it. I might play it after I get done with Dark Souls 2, though. Which shouldn't take too long, because I should be at the end, but, again, haven't streamed a video of it yet. Or made a video of it. Because there were a lot of games that I had on the PS3, fuck's sake, that I wasn't able to stream, because I don't know how to use a capture card. Alright, fine, we'll throw hands then. I would have said swords, but you're not using swords. We'll throw axes then. That would have been funnier, seeing as how he actually threw his axe at me. Axe body spray. Whoops, wrong button. Only 500 damage. I just don't know how. I'm sure it is pretty easy. That depends. What do I have to do to... Oh god, I almost died. I should have enough PC. Ow! Motherfucker hits me for 666. Got a mean left hook. I think I'll stay low stance until I find something that can block. Alright, well, which wire, though? So, more than one wire. Is it like an HDMI? I don't think so, though. Because I need the HDMI to go to my TV so I can see what I'm doing. So it's not the HDMI, probably. Alright, nice. That's all the Kodama on this mission. Alright. I'm sorry if I sound a little aggressive with that one. I didn't mean to. Oh, it's not X, it's square. Never mind, these guys are the most unaware in this game. Dear lord. I literally gutted their friend right next to them. They didn't even bat an eye until I was done. Alright, that is a good lead though, so I'll... If you can't answer my question, then I'll probably look it up. These guys are probably the weakest enemies in the game. If you hit their head and their crystal. Well, not the weakest, but probably the most fragile. Because they can still hit pretty hard if they hit a strong enough shot later on. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be leveling up the other ones to level 6, maybe 7 by now? Yeah, okay. I need to level those up to level 7, or, yeah, level 7 before I continue. Leveling the others. Damn! That gave me all my health back. I still don't know what's giving me the HP on Amrita recovery. That would require 2, I'm pretty sure. Cause like you need to connect the HDMI to your PC and to your PlayStation, but then how would you also connect that to your TV? There's only 2 inputs. My guess is you use the VR box that comes with the VR headset, because it has multiple HDMI plugins. But then again, I don't really know. Alright, I hear ya, I hear ya. Chill your jimmies. By that I mean stop throwing bombs at me. Oh no, I have aimbot. I've hit every headshot so far in this life. I would make a dumb joke at the end. Like, I like a cut, G. I like how he still took damage. Oh, is it the snake? How in the hell did I not dodge that? Oh, I know, because you only get 4 frames to dodge. No. Sit down. if that was the last side mission, then yeah, he's up next. Ow. And then once I'm done with this region, I'll move over to Dark Souls 1. Which I think there's like one more submission over here once you're done with this mission, though I don't remember. There should be another side mission on that one. Yeah, that's my item box. Okay, it's not even halfway full. Good. Yeah, that one's pretty difficult. I wouldn't say he's my hardest, but he's your personal hardest, so. Sorry, brain distracted. Finishing sentences is not a priority. Yeah, my first playthrough though, he whooped my ass. Can I... Okay, never mind. I guess I won't have an item. I guess mainly we'll just talk to you and then be like, alright, move on. There's absolutely nothing I can do to help you here. Let's see here. Since I'm on the Gauntlet and I can't grind, we'll see how difficult he is. Probably way stronger than my first playthrough. Because Nenra killed me at least once. Which, Yasuno Okami might not get more than one kill on me. But again, that depends on what level I am when I enter the arena. Alright, I guess I thought maybe his helmet would stop my first arrow, but no, it just decided to... of course, you just had to start fighting me. Well, bring it on then. That's what she gets. Trying to piss me off. Or not piss me off, but trying to interrupt me from sending a Kodama back to the shrine. Really wish I could think, but apparently I can't. Oh, there is a ninja here. No. Thought maybe the archer would be here instead, but no. It was the ninja that was the one that was here originally. Cool. Nice to know now. I'm just playing around. Nice rock. Okay, I think that's all the ones that'll interfere. Oh my god, I almost killed myself. And by that I mean I almost ran into his attack. Oh, never mind, that wasn't all the ones. You think you're so clever, hiding behind a little panel. You were clever until you laughed at me. Considering how I took out that yokai, I only think I'm gonna die maybe twice against Yasuno no Kami. Maybe 3 times if I'm unlucky. I thought that was a gun, that was a sword. I have not gotten a gun yet. Ooh, I got the seething dragon. Nice. One of my very first sentient weapons on my first playthrough. And on my first playthrough I did not have the DLCs. Damn it. Trying to find gear that's better defense, but also isn't heavier. Well, too much heavier anyway. Untouched elixir is really good this early on because you don't have many in storage. Okay. I'll gladly sacrifice other realm resistance. What do I want? Because you only get so many title points. I still can't get over these cross physics though. I was like, come on. Oh yeah, it was my first Kappa mission. Ow. Nice to know you have my frame data. You don't have the smarts to exploit it to the extreme just yet, anyway. Good day. I know those helmets cut off your peripheral vision, but I didn't think they cut off your hearing as well. Fuck's sake. At least projectiles in this game are faster than they are in Elden Ring. All somebody has to do in Elden Ring is walk to the left ever so slightly. In this game, you can't shoot the bow without aiming, but the aiming's also a lot quicker. I need to stop being so aggressive, so it's getting me hit. Alright, let's hope that's everything in the first half, because I don't think I'm going back there. That is good on humans, the yokai soul core, because it's literally a grab. But I think maybe I have better things on. I don't remember though. Let's see. I'm probably not the... The Enki's probably not better. It is a good ranged attack though, but up close it tends to miss or hit ceilings. Let's actually do it this way. Oh, that is feral, okay. High speed, key recovery, lightning. I do think increased attack and rate absorption would be helpful, but right now I don't really have anything to coax the enemy's Emerita out of them, unless they're like a Gaki or a skeleton, so I'll hold off on that for now. I do have Thunderstorm on EB. This would be a better ranged attack, but it also leaves this. I mean, the Enki also leaves me vulnerable, so I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. I just wish this had 3 slots on it, but it doesn't. I think I'll use that instead of Mezuki. I think I'll use Infernal instead. I'm just glad in Elden Ring they have stuff like Enchanted Shot that I can actually track better than all the other types of shots like Mighty Shot. I'm talking about in Elden Ring. What was that, ninja? Well, they were a ninja. Ah. What difficulty were you on? Or was it base difficulty? I think I stopped playing on Halfway Fortress. Not because of the boss. I mean, yeah, the boss was pretty annoying, but mainly because of well, first off, I was trying to get there to help somebody, and then they didn't want my help when I got there, because they're like, oh, I just don't want to play the game. And then, like, Halfway Fortress, I was just so underleveled for, and I ran into the same problems I did on Nioh 1, at the time anyway. Until eventually I beat the boss, got through the level, and was like, alright, time to move on to the next area, because fuck that. I forget what exactly it was that made me stop playing Nioh 2 for a while on Halfway Fortress. It probably was the boss, though. I wish at some point your character could keep pulse automatically. That would be nice, but apparently the game devs either didn't think of that or was like, that's way too broken. We shouldn't let them do that, right? Yet they give us critical builds. How did I miss? What the fuck? Don't get me wrong, this boss was really difficult my first playthrough as well. Although it didn't take me too long to catch on to what he was, which was a sweep or leg sweep spammer, pretty much. If I was patient enough, I was pretty much able to. To be fair, it took me like way too many tries my first time. At least 50. I mainly stuck around because the combat was enough for me to still play the game. I think they don't give you a gun this early because it would do too much damage. I think it does half the amount of a cannon, but yet maybe 5 to 10 times more than the bow. It's ridiculous. Another thing I didn't like about Dark Souls 2 is the same problem I have with Dark Souls 1, but it's not as bad as it is in Dark Souls 1. It's the thin-ass corridors. Like, you need a thrust weapon to play the game. Just like with Dark Souls 1 or Demon Souls. Or you'd have to coax them out into a nearby open room, which is fine to do. It's just like, it gets tedious after a while. Which, I mean, that's a problem in most games. Hitting walls, anyway. In games where it doesn't let you hit the wall. There are a lot of elements about Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls that I really liked compared to Dark Souls. Like with the combat. Not just Dark Souls 1, but also Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is nice if it's like, you know, an upgrade from Dark Souls 1, which it pretty much is. But Dark Souls 2 did have you swing and hold your weapons differently. And you could also upgrade armor like in Dark Souls 1. I wish they kept that upgrading armor thing, because in, like, later New Game Plus shit, this stuff hits way too hard. Yeah, let me level up. Shit, too late now. Alright, I guess I'll fight my way over there. God damn. Shit. The thing that really made me stop playing Nioh 2 after a while, though, was trying to get past Dream the Demon. Until eventually I met a cooperator that pretty much took me through the rest of the game. Because they had already beaten the game. I mean, it wasn't easy, but they still helped me. And of course, they had the DLCs and I didn't, so they were way higher level than I was able to be. I'm gonna fight that thing right now. I forget what area that is. Is it one of the DLC areas? That has like that blast that's pretty much a spider. Oh, Nioh 1, okay. What is your least favorite area here in Nioh 2? Sorry. Oh, the bats, right, those exist again. Oh yeah, only Vizu in the first game was awful. Mainly because I didn't have fire damage of which to exploit their weakness. I had to summon somebody who was extremely overpowered to even beat that fucking thing. And I didn't even know that person, they were a random. Yeah, that area is pretty bad. Mine's probably the farmland area, leading up to what's his face, the fire and water boss. My least favorite, anyway. Mainly because it's just absolutely jam-packed with yokai. If you don't have anyone playing with you, then you're pretty much gonna run out of resources by the time you reach the next shrine. But when you do, it's such a relief. I mean, I don't hate it as much anymore, but when I first went through it, I mean... Yeah, that one. To be fair, the sentry boss didn't have a ranged option. He also didn't do the spinny spins, but still. That's pretty much the same idea. I mean, to be fair, I kind of think that the DS2 boss is kind of based off of some mythology god that had like two sides to them or something. It's all based off of mythology, really. So if, I don't know if they ripped off Dark Souls 2. All I know is that they most likely based it off of mythology the same way that Dark Souls 2 did. That's probably the most probable thing. Because if you remember, there are a lot of people out there that hated the Sentry for some reason. I didn't find that boss to be hate-worthy, but whatever. There are a lot of people in the Souls community that hate stuff for just existing because I don't like it. I was expecting more of a God of War boss or some shit. That I'm used to ripping enemies apart and shit and pointing down and fucking teabagging. Not there's anything wrong with pointing down or teabagging. I'm just saying, like, the people that usually shit on other series and shit are usually those kind of people that are dung throwers whenever they're done with the PvP fight, even though it wasn't really in my favor to begin with. It doesn't bother me, it's just like, you know, the behaviors are very similar. What bothers me is the hate mail they send me afterward, and then I have to block their dumbass. They lost one match. I exploited a glitch and summoned one of my friends as an invader, but super overpowered. Which is a double-edged sword because that friend wasn't really my friend. They just killed whoever was right in front of them. Which I happened to be most of the time. To be fair, glitching them in was their idea. Which is probably why they did that. After that, though, I usually just hosted fight clubs on Dark Souls 3. What are you scared of? Why do I look like Pennywise? Is it the red hair? Or is it the crooked smile? It's probably the red hair, though. Yeah. Or is it the teeth sticking out? 'Cause I'm dehydrated like a dumbass. Let me in, bitch. Oh, wait, I don't... Oh, okay. I still have that emote for my other character. What the fuck? I still have the emote from beating the Hayabusa. Dude. Yeah, that's why I had 25 titles earlier. Yet I'm still gaining titles, so that doesn't make any sense. Oh, there were arrows up there. Oh well. Can you imagine Pennywise being sent hate mail on Dark Souls 3? You smell like ass and your mom's a hoe. That would be very minor hate mail, though. How about you quit backing up to your friends and you come over here and fucking face me one-on-one? Oh, Buzz Dark here. Yeah, I remember you. I forget what stream you were on, though. I think it was Dark Souls 3. I could be wrong. Probably am. Oh yeah, medium stance. I'm gonna switch out of that. Kinda don't remember what we did though, because it's been a long while. That the best you can do? Apparently so. There you are. You give them a higher rarity item, they'll give you a higher rarity item on the return. I can't think or speak. I swear English is my first language. It is pretty good, but it doesn't have its it has its flaws, just like Dark Souls though. So honestly, it's rather fitting. It's only easy whenever you get somebody in your world that just carries you through it, but if you play it solo without grinding like what I'm doing here, then it can be pretty hard. It's not really that hard for me because I know what I'm doing for like weapon stats and weapon abilities, what to get, because I've played through this game like an ungodly amount of times by now. Like I have a character that's max level on this game. Mainly because this game actually gives you the fucking currency required to get to max level, unlike Elden Ring and Dark Souls, where you literally have to exploit the save files of your game to even get the amount of souls to even get to max level. It's ridiculous. Seriously, where am I gonna find 10 million souls on Dark Souls 3? It's like, probably fight clubs, but I'm not that great at PvP. I don't think fight clubs give souls either. Other than that, it would be invasions. I don't have any fucking anima. No, you don't. Wasn't I supposed to gain anima from getting that cleared? Also, the underworld is nowhere close to being easy. Unless, like, again, you're, like, playing with people that are doing critical builds or some shit. Or have literally hacked their equipment's stats to be stupid. Like what they did with Bloodborne, except for less extreme. Because when Bloodborne got hacked, you had a bunch of people just, like, standing there like, hit me, I dare you. I hit him for, like, 32, and then they one-shot my ass when I'm max, or level 400. Yeah, I'm just oh, you're talking about on Nioh 1, or Nioh 2. I'm talking about, like, I can't grind on this run because it's the Gauntlet run. I can only play each level once. Speaking of which, I didn't get all the Kodama in this level. Oh well. shit. I fought this guy so many times on my other character. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna die, though. Still don't know what's giving me the, Amrita, or HP recovery Amrita absorption. But I'll take it, I guess. Okay, it's not a one-shot, thank goodness. But it's really damn close. I always block after I dodge, just in case I get caught. Ow. Back off with you. Ah, shit, it tracks. Doesn't help that I'm poisoned. Am I gonna do this first try? Looks like it. Maybe not. Something's giving me a boost or something, because I do not remember it being that easy. There's no way in hell it was that easy in the past. Either that or I was just really bad. I still don't know what's giving me the life on Amrita absorption, but oh well. Guess I'll never figure it out because it's not my equipment, so I don't know what the hell's giving me the health on Amrita absorption. It's just eating at me, not knowing what it is. I did not expect you to get that done on the first try, though. Like, that took me by surprise. To be fair, I was just like, I just need to get this done. To be fair, if I had let myself die, I could have gone back and gotten the other Kodama, but it's too late now. Okay, we got our first gun. Just stupid overpowered this early. Don't know where I got that gun or when, but I have it now. I'll take the damage. It does have way more block on it. As much as I would like to use a yokai weapon for damage purposes, I'll keep the defense purposes in mind. Alright, shit. I expected to die at least twice. Then again, and Nenra whooped my ass on my first playthrough as well. I think it's relatable. The survival logic, anyway. This is one reason I don't play survival games with, like, an MMO, in an MMO setting. Because people can just destroy your stuff, and it's like, wow, if I wanted this, I would have just joined a fucking Minecraft Anarchy server. Like, come on. Alright, we've got more side missions to do and some dojo. So we're not done just yet. Way of the Ninja. I'm glad they're doing what makes them happy. Damn, I can fit a lot on my bar. Oh, he's just dead. Oh, that was the only one. I was expecting more. Probably should get on low stance if that was the case. Honestly, though, I was expecting like 3 guys. Because last time there were 2. But that was Way of the Warrior, so I mean, it's whatever. Alright, we still have the Way of the Omeo Mage, or whatever it's called. And we can level up, which is always nice. Way of the Mage would have been a better title, but it's fine. I think maybe that's what it says. Because Ninja is Assassin. Oh, right. I gotta do this. This isn't the advanced or anything like that, so I gotta set these and then do the next step, and then we get to fight. Instead of it just being set. I mean, these novice ones are really just to teach you how to do this stuff. I don't have any heals. Shit. I'll just have to zone him then. Ah, fuck's sake. Hit stun, you gotta love it. It's in every action RPG. Okay, cool. It doesn't take us from frame 1. Like, I get being caught in an action, but, like, come on. I just finished my action. I should be able to dodge right away. Maybe I shouldn't worry about key pulsing because that leaves me open. Yeah, it doesn't let me keep pulse on dodge, unfortunately. This is harder than the fucking bosses, because I'm limited. Maybe I'll do a wooden sword run in the future, whenever I get access to the dojo. And by the future, I mean like on a separate account. It's just a separate character. Ah, man. I think 20 of my subscribers have come from 2023, I think, maybe 2022. But yeah, I've been really busy on 2023. Like, it's been really busy, view-wise. I think I have gotten about, like, an average of 300 views this year. I'll have to check that, though. Let's just take a short break for my hands. Check this. I've gotten 2 this month. 188 views this month. Which is better than my typical range, apparently. Damn, this video has gotten 18 views already. God damn. Alright, but I didn't come here for those. I came here for analytics. There we go. Okay, so just 2023. Okay, I've gotten 11 subscribers in 2023, and it's only April. So yeah, it slowed down a bit, but it's still busy, as some could say. Alright, actually, that isn't what I wanted to... No, yeah, 1,200k views. Or 1,200 views, sorry. That is ridiculous. Just this year. I have 51 subscribers now. Okay, cool. Apparently some people have been dropping in. And dropping a like. Or the subscription, sorry. I think another game I'll probably make videos of every so often is Gauntlet, because that is a game I enjoy playing. Like, it won't be, because there's not really a story to that game, unless, well, actually there is. But how I play it, I don't really do the story. I just go out and kill shit. This is pretty fun. But anyway, continuing on. And I want to grab the Emerita out of the shrine. Which isn't much, but what ifs. Is there something over here? Nope, just a dead end. Cool. Now remember, I can't summon anybody to help me, because it's the Gauntlet. Alright, until I run into something that I can block, I'll stick with the Switchglaive here. I think it'll do more damage. Or should I say something I need to block with? Because it doesn't even have to block, it can just, like, attack through my attacks. Alright, listen here. 5,000 damage. Those guys really hate fire. Alright, fine. I'll just stick with dual swords until the end of the game, I guess. Every time I try to use a switchblade, I get shut down. I know she can join you, but it's just the gauntlet. Unless it's mandatory, I won't do it. Shot in the ass. Like, for a game that requires microscopic timings on your dodges and counters and shit, you'd think the evasion would be a bit better than just stepping. Every so often, that's right, I'm not on the main level. Well, actually, you know, it's not the stepping I have a problem with, it's the fact that I get hit and my key is taken as well. That's the thing I don't like about the evasion choices. Like, I get blocking because, you know, that's pretty standard, but not just normally getting hit. Because, like, sometimes you'll get hit. Like, I didn't block then, and my key just got taken in half. Like, I don't understand if anima was the thing that went down when you got hit, therefore punishing getting hit, but they didn't do that. Also, anima gain would have to be higher than that. It's like, my health already takes damage. Why does my key also have to? Although I think I've covered that enough already. That could have gone worse. Could have gone much worse. You know, the one enemy I will always hate? Wheel monks. They are the worst. Alright, cool. Nice to know. Your wake up option was a grab. Yeah, also later on in like later difficulties, enemies like the yokai will sneeze and create a little yokai realm. Or the yoki, sorry, not the yokai. That's what the guy that I killed earlier was called. The reason I don't like these things is that they can roll into you and deal damage. And it's like the most lazy roll animation. I don't have enough to counter that. Don't know why I'm walking into the flames. Of course, they're not demonstrating the thing I hate so much. Which I actually like them for that, but it's annoying because I don't get to demonstrate it. But I'd rather them not do it. Because it is very annoying. Yeah, it is called the Dark Realm, okay. Yeah, yokai realm are little pools of Dark Realm, I guess. It takes so slow to fire that thing. But it's so worth it when you get a successful shot off. I use the bow for speed in the middle of combat. However, when I get positions like this... I didn't get a headshot. Still did a crazy amount of damage though. Nice dodge. Just reminds me of the Shadows of Yharnam every time something dodges. It's like, I dodged your attack. You don't have any iframes, but I still dodged it. Didn't realize that one was a bigger one. I am glad that they removed the whole it takes stamina to quick climb up a ladder. From Dark Souls 2, I should say. Like Dark Souls 3, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, they don't have that, thank goodness. I mean, at least in Dark Souls 2, you can climb up a ladder fast. In Dark Souls 1, the only option of going anywhere on a ladder fast was down. You had to hold circle to do so. And not be moving. Yeah, a lot of people shit on Dark Souls 2, but they don't realize how bad Dark Souls 1 actually is compared to the rest of the series. That's right, we're not in the normal level, I gotta go this way. And I'm completely out of ammo. Fucking fire, goddammit. This early on, it really hurts. Yeah, their weakness is just hitting their backs. Because the crystal... Right, I don't have any ammo to shoot that guy down with. But maybe you can supply some ammo to me. I got it. Crates around you, mate. They gave me a gunpowder bomb. Oops. If only I could throw Odachis. I think the bombs will be good enough for now. But I have to be within his line of sight to actually hit him with it. And even then, it fucking misses. Finally, you're not a puddle of fire. I think the reason why I'm doing so well is because the latest weapon I've been using is the dual swords. Because I used to use the singular sword all the time, paired with, I forget what, probably the spear. But it seems to me that earlier on the dual swords are the better option. Even later on, the dual swords are the better option because of the mystic art that literally increases your defense as you get more hits in. So your plan just to waste my time, or what's going on here? Apparently so. Usually they do something, but that guy didn't do anything. He just let himself get hit. Alright, down there's the mission objective, so I don't want to do that just yet. Nice aim, you shot the floor. You sure showed that wood what for. It had it coming. At least you don't hit as hard as the Yokis. Ho ho ho, that was close. I mean, people say blocking in Dark Souls 3 is bad. You try blocking in this game, dear God. Might as well be blocking with an Ultra Greatsword in Dark Souls 3. Which is only like 50% guard absorption or whatever the hell it's called in that game. They keep changing it with every game. I think it's stability, which is actually the one that makes the most sense. Don't know why it's called guard boost and Elden Ring, but whatever. Nice ambush. You got me, in quotes, before the actual... Like, if they just waited for me to get to their location and then done that, they probably could have hit me, but no. They're so dense. But then again, I guess they... No, they're demons. That doesn't mean they're dumb. Just means they're bloodthirsty. Ow. Stamina takes forever to recover. I'm gonna say, why did the music stop in the first place? Again, I apologize for my brain's ability to do nothing but pick every single flaw out of a game. It really kills the mood. The reason I'm leveling the others up at all is so that I can get, like, equip, requirements, and also, just so I can wear heavier armor. And have more health, and more ki, and etc. Maybe I should make my main ones 3 times as much. Okay, I can't understand them yet, but I'll still do the mission. Because I already know what to do. No enemies in here. Except for up here. Alright, never mind. There's no enemies in this building at all. That's right, it was these. It will be better whenever I get more familiarity on it. Oh, there you are. I love the giggle and then they just get their ass handed to them. I know it was the other one that giggled, but still. It's like, I found you. Now I'm gonna kill you. And then they just... How did you miss? You're an AI. Or program, not AI, but still. People like to say AI because it's easier to remember. Because it's drilled into everyone's brain to say AI, even though it's not. But what I mean by that is, like, literally everyone else says AI, so my brain is just like, AI, right? Wait, no, no, no. Well, that seemed to be perfect timing. I thought maybe it lasted longer, but nope. Oh yeah, the Tonfa. My main on my other character anyway. There's another mission that used to kick my ass. Alright then, you're gonna die before you stagger. Great. Good day, little one. Yeah, I know, this game later on really just turns into, hey, you wanna win? Well, this guy does all your health in 1 hit. And then you got other people that have literally, like, altered their save files so that they can just melt bosses in the underworld. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. It's like, why can't I get to that strength normally? Why do they keep nerfing this fucking game? Like, all the stats on this game keep getting nerfed, and yet people still alter their save data file. So like, it's just like, it's a mess. It's a huge mess later on in the game. Mainly the reason I'm doing this in the first place. Because it's a lot simpler earlier on. You don't have to worry about like doing a critical build to even match the enemy's DPS. So I swear, it takes me like 10 minutes to kill a boss, not because I've done more than one attempt, because it just takes me forever to even get their health down to halfway. Fuck's sake. The only thing I don't miss is running out of ammo. Way too late on that. You're gonna try to grab me without even paralyzing me first? And that's where you fucked up. Good day, little one. There's also the, you end up surviving, but they still get a power boost out of it. You had to fucking deal with 3 other enemies in the room as well. There's a similar enemy in Bloodborne that when it grabs you it powers up, and it's a boss enemy that's only found in the Chalice Dungeon. Well, it's found once in the main world, but it's only found as a boss in the Chalice Dungeons. Basically, when it grabs you and literally eats your flesh, it's just like going into a frenzied rage and wanting more. Which makes... I mean, it makes sense for these guys too, but, like... The fact they can eat each other and not just you, it makes it a little ridiculous. The object is still enough, it's just like, bruh. They still try and grab me even though I'm moving. In the lore, the Gaki are only supposed to be the equivalent of maggots, eating only the deceased, but, I mean, they don't do that here. They don't even follow their own lore. Yeah, it was over here. I went the long way, of course. As I usually do, thanks to Final Fantasy XI making me take the long way, no matter which way I go. Alright, let's partake in this shit. Oops. Had a bit of Elden Ring muscle memory there. It's the use selected instead of use. Oh, I can level up twice. Cool. Alright, I think from here I'll make it like 3 times my I'll make my other stats 3 times I'll make my main stats 3 times more than my other stats. There. Fucking brain. I was taking a completely different path and my brain was just like, autopilot, go. God damn it. Really wish I could turn that shit off. The autopilot, anyway. I still have another point. There we go. Yeah, I won't. Oh yeah, I was gonna go through my equipment. Nice arm you got there. Too bad you missed. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you throw it without being locked on, it just throws it 2 feet in front of you. That's quality, not. At least in Dark Souls you can free throw it without it not mattering where you throw it. And there my brain goes again, only focusing on the negative. Lovely. I also have to worry about my equip weight. Damn it. I do wish they took more of their own path with how they did things, but it's whatever. Equip weight and stamina, let's do it. What could go wrong? It doesn't really match your game, dude. But whatever, I didn't make it, you did. Bitch, please. Good day. Goodbye. Thought that man was a gaki for a second. Well, I blitzed his ass, holy shit. Alright then. I guess I'll remember to keep my health topped off, because bitch hits for $8.99 a piece. You too can get 1 shot or 2 shot for only $8.99. For the low price of $8.99. I just always go into that fucking dealer of like, you can get this for $8.99. Like every time I see 99 at the end of something, I just think of like purchases and whatnot. No. Get weaved, my bitch. I mean, my guy. No. See you in hell. Dick. I always have to ruin it with a swear word. I didn't completely ruin it, but still. Rather come up with something else, but I couldn't. You want? I can't drop it. The most useless item in the game, because you have these travel amulets. Like, if you want to reset all your armor, you can, but you got these. Oh yeah, I need to give that Magatama to the blacksmith. I'll just give you a yellow item. Sorry, little guy. I want to use up my summoner's candles, because those are probably the most valuable thing I can hold on to right now. Oh yeah, there was a Kodama over there. How did I get turned around from that? I would be puzzled on why those guys are back, but that's because I died before I killed the Ipon-Datara, and the Ipon-Datara was the Dark Realm holder, so that's why they're back, because they respawn with the Dark Realm, but they don't respawn on their own. He was already dead because of a fire. The fire killed him before I landed my final hit. Alright, we're almost done. This 3 hours in. I've taken one very small break, which I will take a longer break, and a full break when I'm done with this final mission. Do I not just give you the Magatama? Like, what's going on here? Alright, whatever. Alright, final mission for today. At least for this region. If I feel like doing more later, then I will. Shit, I shouldn't have taken that approach just yet. I'm sorry. Didn't realize you were a one-shot. Like I'm getting ninjutsu points for something that was given to me by the game. I had a death like that not so long ago. Got knocked off the cliff and died of the fall damage rather than the yokai that knocked me down.
Big oos.
I suppose. It is funny whenever gravity does more damage than the enemy. And the enemy already does almost all your health in 1 hit. It's funny because it's painful, guys. Don't you get it? It's funny. Wow, for once he doesn't get one-tapped. Belly flop. Alright, he's dead. He got one hit off and that was it. How about no? Because fuck you. It's just a stone. No ammo? Question mark? I'm already on the ground, dude. I think slowly but surely I'm gonna stop commenting on the fucking little gaki still throwing bombs at me after I'm like 5 feet from them. Or when I'm like 5 feet from them. I need to say about instead of like, because like just sounds weird. Oh, of course it stops being awakened the moment I actually pull off the thing I was trying to pull off. I guess it's on me for pressing the wrong button. I also wish tracking was better on these things. But again, I didn't make the game, so I can't make that happen. You know, usually I'm the one getting blitzed in these levels. Especially with all the purple yoki about. In the way later missions. I will have to worry about those a lot later, though. You'll probably see me struggle a lot more and say Dream the Demon and shit like that. Because it took somebody else to get me through those originally. Alright, I think it's safe to finish the mission now. I forget where to do that, though. I think it's up here, though. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their summon signs down, so yeah. Of course this is where you end it. Speed it up.
That's funny. The moment I buff my weapon with fire, it turns to dark immediately. I'm gonna transform, not do that. Yeah, how about you take one of these? Little shit. No. Go home, boy. There's no place for children. I doubt you could have even beaten those yokai. What do you mean I'm trying to get a cut in your pay? You'd have died facing those fucking things. Unless, of course, he's the one that summoned them in the first place, which I doubt. But it's probably possible. Ouch.
Okay, that is all the missions in Region 1. I will see you guys next time for Region 2. But before that, I'll be playing some Dark Souls 1. Probably in a half hour, maybe 40 minutes. So I'll see you there, probably.